All right, hello. Welcome to the next week's video, or the current week's video. Last week I think I was working on the scientist. I finished adding the scientist today, so let's have a look at, what it looks like. I was really trying to get today, and I started a round before just so I could. I'm on day 11, just so I could show you guys the scientist because it only comes in at day 11 at the moment. But yeah, I was also doing a lot of balancing today, and it definitely takes a lot of time to do so. So I was hoping to have the demo out. I don't think it's, I mean, it's not ready right now, so it's not out this week. But in terms of when you'll be watching this, it might be out by then. So if it is, I'll probably post a link in the description or like a pinned comment or something like that. So have a look around if you do want to play the game. The demo is probably about 20-30 minutes worth of content, depending on how good you are at clicking and strategic decisions, and how balanced the game is, which, judging by my efforts today, is probably not super balanced. But anyway, let's see. What did I do today? So, as you can see, I've done quite a few upgrades. This is all going to be looking pretty similar. The biggest change is this scientist. So I added a dialogue system. These probably shouldn't be able to be selected. I added a dialogue system, so you can sort of click through and you can interact with the scientist and learn about what he does and why he's here and how he can help. And I'll just click through it now. But here is the system. This is looking pretty similar to how it looked last week. Ignore this this stuff up here. And so you can click and select a fragment. And then this is olivine per click. This is just the calculation is correct. It's just displaying the wrong number, but it should be 0.9 and 0.5, 0.4. And yeah, so I had a bit of thinking as to how to distinguish each of these colors. So I decided they all kind of have an upgrade that they're the best at. So this one's obviously really good at damage. And then I'll let the other ones be a little surprise for you. But to kind of just, because I think instinctively you just think, oh, I'm just going to upgrade this to take up as much as I can. But in reality, that might actually not be the best decision. So you can see once I've unlocked the scientist, I'm able to click on the rocket, and the hit bar's not showing up. And this says amethyst, but anyway, that should say olivine. But you can hear that sound is me getting a critical shot, and olivine is coming out. So the idea is that this is how you get olivine, which you can use to upgrade the scientist's skills, I suppose you could say. And you get an amount per click based on the color of the bar when you click it. And when I say bar, there is this little bar that's supposed to be above the mouse, but that's invisible at the moment for whatever reason. And yeah, that's pretty much how that works. So I also spent today, and I'll just close that, adding or rewriting quite a few things. So a lot of things are looking relatively similar. This is what the bar looks like, which obviously it gets a bit bigger than that, but so I really was aiming for a demo today, but I realized that there's kind of a couple of things in the game that just aren't really working as I would. Oh, sorry, I thought I stopped recording. As I would hope. And I wrote out this thing on a whiteboard, so sorry for the flashbang, but the main thing is asteroids. So I've been thinking about how to get a good spawn system for the asteroids, because that's been a really tricky thing to accomplish. And at the moment, what I've actually got set up is, I'm not super happy with it, but it's, I've got these. I'll just move myself over here. Oh, move. Hello. Oh, all right. Hello. Move. Okay. Move myself over here. Okay. So I've got these 3 asteroid data. And you can see that this one is for amethyst, and then these are the weights. So this is at this point in the game. So the progress is 0. So this is just when you first take off. This is the weights of the chance of spawning an asteroid with level 0, which just means it's the smallest one. Level 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I've had to do this manually for every increment. I've gone increments of 0.05. This this takes a long time to do, especially because I thought it would be good to have like some customization and to be able to get in there. But in reality, if I do want to have like 6 or 7 minerals, it's just like so much time to do the balancing like by hand for every single increment. So I just don't think it's worth it. So I've been thinking about the best way to do it, and I want to create a system where the player can also have agency in terms of like which minerals they think are the most valuable, and they could potentially increase the spawn rates for them. So what I'm going to do is something like this, where each mineral, a mineral by default has like a, let's say it has like a certain spawn curve where, for example, the level 0 minerals would spawn something like this, where at the start of the game they spawn a lot, and at the end of the game they don't spawn much. And then everything, all the other levels have like a corresponding spawn rate. So, for example, the level 4 ones, which are more powerful, they would have the opposite because they would not spawn at the start and spawn much more at the end. And then based on your progress, that it determines the types of minerals that spawn. So as you play, you might get into the end and you've got these new minerals and you're not actually getting any more amethyst. So there could be a way to increase this width to go along this line. That's the idea, at least. That probably won't be in the demo. That's kind of the big thing, is just trying to get something out so it can start being play tested, just because I think that's been the biggest issues I've had in the past. But yeah, as for now, it's been a bit of a longer one, but I'm looking forward to next week, which is going to be a Saturday. My lock-in day will be Saturday, which I haven't really done before, so hopefully I don't get distracted by anything else I might be doing on that Saturday. But yeah, either way, thanks guys for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.